so serious. He's laid under the bed with another man.
Like, you're come saying my boobs have got bigger. You've come to openly open your mouth and say I've never done anything to my lips. Like, really why?
Kidnapping, assaults, and stalking.
Yeah.
This episode is not going to be a serious episode, by the way. Welcome back to the Grey Area podcast.
Welcome back.
Yeah, this is the podcast where this is Mayawa's part. Mayawa's not here, so yeah. Shout out to Mayawa. But the Grey Area podcast is a podcast where we talk about life and its ups and downs and how it's just like that, man. It's just like that.
What do you mean? What?
Life is just like that.
What is going on?
Sorry, my middle part is not actually in the middle, but it's okay. But life is actually just like that, and that's why we talk about it in the Grey Area.
Okay,
life is like what?
Because
like
let's
that.
redo it.
Like that. That being
like that.
Like that, and she like to my thing.
Life is just like that. It's just like that. So we talk about life and going through life like that. That's what the Grey Area.
This is the
utter colour wash.
Okay, wait, what is the Grey Area then?
It's the blacks and the whites, the ups and downs. That's what we say every time.
That's what we say every single time.
I bet you guys are tired of hearing that nonsense. No, it's not nonsense.
I mean, that's what it is.
But like, it's just the
what other was it? Every time it's just synonyms for each other. The ups and downs, the black and whites, the part in your 20s where you don't know what you're doing.
It's just us talking about life.
Yeah,
literally,
really
us navigating.
It's just us talking
navigating
about
our
life
20s
and the Grey Area of life today. Okay, guys.
Sure?
So
yeah,
as you can see, like you've been seeing for the past how many
do you know,
episodes?
I feel like it's been back to back. Like,
it's actually quite cool,
actually
guys.
not been
but,
main members.
Never have mercy on us, because before we actually used to record bi-weekly. Like, it's a lot bit of a difference. I mean, we've gone for a while, but we'll try and
no, because we all need to be here.
We'll try better to
We're just getting into the flow of things. So.
We'll try better. But shout out to Opa and Mayawa. They couldn't make it today.
Yeah,
Mayawa has sports day.
Insert
clip of her running camp.
Literally, I need to get a clip of that.
And
Oppa's not feeling well.
Yeah, Oppa's not
feeling well. Yeah.
So it's just the three of us.
She's recovering from recess land.
Lol.
Yeah, so it's just the three of us today again. Not again, it's just three of us.
It's never been us.
Yeah, it's never actually been us three. Hey.
Would you look at that? New beginnings. Okay, it's not new beginnings. Everyone's coming back.
Literally next week.
Sorry, it's been a while since I've been here. But I'm trying to think, what else is it? What else are we doing? Oh, anyway, it's who starts?
Yeah, it's been your it's been your. You just landed. It's your girl Shay.
It's Atty.
And it's Jameen. Today I'm the baby of the house.
Hey.
So I expect someone to be nice to me today.
Oh, shut up.
Okay. So I'm leading the episode today. We're going to talk about some things that are hopefully fun.
Okay.
I think we should start with how our week has been.
Yes.
We had recess land. Those two went to Obi's house. Like, how did you guys find it?
How was Obi's house actually?
Piss poor.
Okay.
Shout out Obi though. And
how could this girl say piss poor? Shout out Obi though.
No, I really rate what he does.
Yeah.
But like, I don't think a Monday was like a good day for him. I don't think it was that great. But it wasn't. I don't think it was good. I feel like it ended early, which fair enough is due to the venue. And what else was there? It's just the music. I didn't really feel the Afrobeat vibe.
Oh, really?
I think it was a lot of like diversification.
I don't even remember any of the songs they even played.
It was playing like a lot of mixes and stuff. Maybe, but then again, that's what I'm saying. I came late, so maybe that's why.
No, but I always feel like Afrobeats is what's played
at the end.
But
like, I don't know if it like they just didn't play like as much as Afrobeats as I would like old school, especially because it's Obi's house. Like old school stuff, I didn't really hear it like that. But yeah.
I don't know what I expected, like proper Nigerian music.
Yeah,
that's what I thought. That's what I was told.
That's what we were all told.
But little did I know. I don't know what exactly.
Because that's what we were all told.
Yeah.
But alas, it just didn't give that. But the day before that
was recess land.
How did you guys find that?
Let's debrief. You know what? I feel like I was talking about it with my colleagues, and they were like, "Oh, how'd you find it?" and stuff. And like, I was like, maybe I shouldn't complain as much, because I feel like I was just like, oh, it was good, but I felt like it could have been better. But then I was like, okay, let's not, I feel like it could have been, or comparative driver, like how did I actually feel like when I went? And I was like, okay, it was actually like a good time. Like I felt when we arrived, there was a good mood. We went in and it was a good vibe. The queues weren't as long for food, like to get drinks, it wasn't that bad.
You guys
and
got
like,
food?
No, Amuche did, I think Jared did,
in the line
Olivia.
for long.
No, I literally saw someone going to like my friend.
Yeah, the queue was not long.
The queue was not long. Like she literally was there, ordered her food.
I think it may have been longish, but it was like
it was quick. Like quicker than the first
no, I mean
year
the
that we
line
went.
to actually get into recess.
Oh, it wasn't long. Well, I got VIP, but it wasn't. It was literally go through. Bad. But was it bad on your side?
Bad. They even allowed me in because my ticket wasn't opening.
Oh really? They just
my data wasn't working, and I was like, I have a ticket. I have a ticket. You can see it's just not open. And I was like, just go.
Oh, okay, fair.
So the ticket, like the people there wasn't like it was calm. The queue moved relatively
quickly. Okay, perfect.
Wasn't bad.
Yeah, and like the music was good. Though I feel like. Was I really taking in the music? Because I feel like I was just walking up and down. Like
guys, we did 13k steps. You did 17.
Shut up! Wait, I haven't even.
You sure? Was it not 13?
No, you did 13.
Oh, fair.
I went out earlier a little. I think I did something.
When you went to Woolwich.
Yeah, I went to Shade to pick up the car.
Yeah, okay, fair.
Wait,
that makes sense.
How many steps did I do? What day was it?
What are you saying? No, but you might have done a bit more because you went out prior to you.
What day was it?
Sunday.
Oh, I'm in weeks. Look at my head. It was a fun day.
Yeah, it was a good time. Like, I feel like all these events, you always end up seeing people that we know. Like, it always just ends up being a Southeast London gathering of all walks of life. London, literally, we just come together. But it was nice. Charlie Poppy and NSG, obviously, probably because of where I was standing, like, I couldn't see them.
Yeah, I think Charlie did well, though.
No, not that they didn't. I was just saying, I just couldn't see them.
Yeah,
but
I couldn't see them either.
Charlie Poppy, his performance was good because that's when I went to the upper section.
Yeah,
because I need the toilet and I was like, actually, let me actually try and see this and see, and it was good. Like he was really trying for the UK.
He tried, like he really
crowd.
He tried. I can't lie.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what. So I'd give it like
out of 10.
Maybe like 6.5. Yeah, 6.5, 6.8.
That's what about you?
I can't give it a rating. Anyway.
I think I'll probably give it like a 7. I feel like I just feel like maybe I was there Sunday, so it ended a little bit quick.
Yeah,
I'd say that much. Yeah,
it was just like
it ended quick.
Like as soon as I was really
last time I think it ended at 11. This time it
Saturday.
Ended at 10. I think they probably factored in the whole people needing to get home and stuff and all these type of things, and also because it's a Sunday. I hear it, but can we party? Like, can we party a bit?
We're supposed to do after, sorry.
Anyway,
no, because let's not
moving on.
Because that was not.
It wasn't bad.
But if you think you saw me there, you didn't.
No, actually, debrief. What wave were you on? Ain't nobody stress me. I'm on any wave right now.
There's this guy. Oh, I don't know if you guys will know this guy. He's on TikTok. I don't remember his name, but he calls women like hotties, and I love that. Let's just say I was enjoying the hotties.
Oh yes.
I was enjoying the hottie show. I'm a woman.
Period.
Because she.
But yeah, if you think you saw me there, though, you actually didn't.
No, because
and if you think I spoke to you, I didn't. I don't know who that person was.
Because illusion. It was all an illusion.
Okay, so as most of you know, well, you might not know, the movie Annabelle is based off a doll.
How did you get?
It's based off a doll. This is the base. This is
insert picture here.
It's based off a doll.
A doll.
Doll.
A doll?
A doll? A doll?
A doll?
A doll?
English?
Guys, it's my H factor. How do you actually say that?
A doll.
Doll.
You sound like you're saying doll.
Doll.
It's based off a doll.
Yeah, doll.
It's based off a baby toy.
Because, yeah.
And basically she's missing.
Oh, yes. I heard that she escaped. I say she escaped, but it's a spiritual, what's it called?
So what the movie's about?
Yeah, she's actually like...
No, it's a real doll.
And she basically...
They're basically taking her on tour around America.
Guys, can you hear what we're talking about? What are we talking about?
She's on tour in America. And during that time, but right now, she's missing. Nobody knows where she is.
Which is crazy that
what was the tour?
A tour of Annabelle for people to go up and meet her.
Annabelle.
Which I just think is
she's
wild.
Right now.
Anyways.
So I have a question.
Go on.
For $1 million.
Oh my god.
I saw this as a TikTok channel. Okay. I was like, I want to ask the girls this question. For $1 million.
Yeah.
If they called you right now and said, "Oh, let's go. I need your help in finding Annabelle," would you go?
No. Atti's actually properly considering this.
They said you need your help. Like they can't. Like basically, not even they need your help. Like let's say there's a program outreach. we need individuals to help us find Annabelle.
But is it that if you find her, you get
Guys,
1 million?
This episode is not going to be a serious episode, by the way.
If you find her, you get 1 million, or is it just for joining us find her, you get 1 million? Because those are two different things.
If you find, like, you have to go on.
If it's a thing where I have to find her to actually get the 1 million, nah.
Yeah, you have to find her.
That's long.
You have to find her.
No, forget that. Because if I don't find her, then I've just wasted my time. Atty.
So for 1 million, would you go and find this Annabelle where the owner, I don't know if it's the owner, but one sister, I don't know if she's the owner, I'll get my receipts. But she basically said that they should not move the door. Like,
they were never meant to go on tour with her anyway.
They should not move this door. Like, this door is people that look at the door. There's been rumors of people looking at the door too long and dying. Like,
Look, I don't want the 1 million. I don't want because I've been contemplating.
No, because you sat on it for.
I don't want it.
It's not worth it. I wouldn't even go on tour to see it.
It's not worth it. I don't know what type.
Oh, this is Hot Topics.
Voodoo.
This is actually Hot Topics.
Oh, yeah.
Pause.
Hey guys, this is Hot Topics, and in Hot Topics we discuss
Hot topics.
Duh. And we're just talking about what's happening in life. So yeah, right now it's Annabelle.
So we've introduced you properly now, so we're good to go. But so you wouldn't do it for 1 million?
No.
I don't know.
Okay. I just like literally.
What do you mean? She said that you
Firstly,
shouldn't
she's
move the
escaped. Like,
The
first,
guys are you
like,
hearing?
And there's been so many movies based upon it that are actually mad. Like,
Because actually mad.
Why on earth would I now physically put myself in the presence of? Imagine if she came through the door right now. Like,
That's actually not funny. That's not funny.
There's a whole demon out here in the streets.
No, I
Because
just think
what?
that's nonsense.
I also think the fact that I only get 1 million if I find it is also crazy. Like, no.
Okay, so no one would do it.
No.
Look,
Would you?
Yeah.
I would not do it.
Okay.
I don't play that game.
No, because.
Maybe actually, I don't know.
What do you mean? No,
It
you
depends
would
on how
not.
it depends on how prayed up I am in that season.
But why would you?
I think you should.
Yeah, but does God help the foolish?
Yeah, he does help. That was foolish.
God
That
helps
was
the
foolish.
foolish. Well, if you put yourself in fire,
You're about to burn.
As long as I'm testing him, but I don't know.
No, but that's a test.
No, it's not
Because
it's
who
foolishness.
asked you?
There's difference between foolish. Like foolishness is
No, because that's for money. What did they say? The greed
whatever,
of money is the root of all
Evil.
evil.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I probably wouldn't end up going because I'm too much of a scaredy cat.
Okay.
Anyways, so they basically said a lot of. They even say that certain things have happened have been linked to some conspiracy theories.
Yeah. Theories.
It basically is that there's been crazy things that have happened now that are linked to that doll.
Okay, what?
Doll.
Doll.
Basically, and one of them is the New Orleans, the people from the prison in New Orleans escaping.
Huh?
So I think there was a total. Have you not seen this, guys? No. We're gonna put the picture of the criminals here as well.
Don't finish me.
Let me actually find them. But basically, there are inmates that have escaped prison, and when they escaped, they basically knocked, like, it was near the toilet. I think they knocked the place down a little bit, and then they put Too Easy. They drew a face like Too Easy, lol. I'll show you guys a picture though.
sorry, is this even a prison? This isn't even. Oh my god,
They're like Too Easy. The picture will be here.
it's innocent for me. Because too easy, lol. It's even guys. It's two. It's not two. It's T-O. Because
So easy, lol.
so easy.
It's the smiley
So
face.
they were, do you get? So some people have been saying that, oh, this is
Annabelle
bad things
is
are happening now.
linked
Oh,
to
This is
Annabelle.
stretch, but people are saying
Probably,
that
yeah, it's a
bad
stretch.
things are happening, right? So
Okay.
in total, let me just actually get the amount of people that. What's the word?
Oh, there was a large number of people that.
Yes, mates.
Jesus.
New Orleans. There's a large number of people that actually escaped. By the way, it's not only like 2 people. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11 people.
Oh, it's 10.
10
10 inmates.
escaped.
Multiple of them were found on the same day.
Oh,
A lot of people,
Annabelle couldn't, she couldn't take them
a
far.
lot of people didn't actually go for
Make
it.
it. Because
Only one person right now
oh,
is
actually-
is still on the
Oh,
People are
the rest of
saying
them
that-
got grabbed.
People are saying that basically he looks like a woman. So if he wears a wig,
He'll get away
he'll
with
get
it.
away.
Does he look like a woman though?
we'll insert the picture of
Jahir.
Derek
Because I actually want to see if he looks like a woman.
here.
Maybe that's why Annabelle helped him, because he looks the
That's
most
too easy low.
female. Sorry, that is.
What the hell is Derek Gloves? Is here. They said that if he put on a wig, he'll be alright.
Can he be so serious? How does he look like a woman?
So if he puts on a wig, he'll
He
actually
looks like a man, guys.
No, if they
No,
put-
he
I
looks like a
understand.
man.
If they put on a wig on him though, can you not deep it, guys?
Because he looks like a
Deep-
little.
deep it with the wig.
If they put a
He
wig
looks
on
like somebody's
him,
auntie.
no, fairs.
His neck is very long.
Okay. But yeah, So they basically escaped. There's only one person still on the run right now.
Yes.
The question that I had for the pod today
Okay, go on.
was, what do you think we would be arrested for?
Oh,
That's a good question.
I thought you were gonna ask, would we help him if we?
That's too easy. I wanted to know. This is why. Sorry to the two other people. That I think it would have been a good something. But what do we think each other? Is that English? What do we? If anyone would be arrested, what do you think? When they call you, like, who? Why is Shay been arrested?
Will it be for what I think for you guys, or what I think for myself?
We can do both. We can do both. Well, I think you should start with
what I think for myself.
For somebody else. No,
for somebody else.
For somebody else.
For somebody else, babe.
No, sorry for myself.
Oh my god, this is actually too difficult.
Jesus,
because I feel like we're not the type. We're not the type to get arrested.
Well, if you were arrested today,
Jamees would be.
I don't feel like Shay. I feel like for you, but
for fair.
I don't do that.
Past tense. No,
I never did that.
For what?
Did you not? Or you just denying now?
For what?
I was gonna say for bumping.
I don't bump anymore. What is that? What even is bumping? I don't bump.
It's okay not to lie.
I don't bump.
Actually, it's okay not to lie.
Pass.
It's okay not to lie.
I always use my Oyster card.
Period. But allegedly,
somebody.
Somebody
that we used to know.
used to do that. They would it would be a thing of that person. They would pile up all the things and they'd be like,
slap you with one prison sentence.
That's what it would be.
Yeah,
I think
something so okay, let me actually probably think.
Okay, yeah, that's what I think. I'm trying to think.
We might have an intermission for everyone to think though.
No, literally, because it's giving.
I actually don't know. As I'm here, I don't even know the answer to my own question.
Because like realistically,
I
was gonna say my word would be arson.
Oh my god,
my word would be arson.
Opus would be the same as yours.
Opus would be the same as yours. Realistically,
nah.
I can't think of something specific.
No, but she wouldn't do that.
Like she wouldn't. She wouldn't.
I'm trying to. What would offer?
What is a really small thing you can go to prison for?
Go to prison for? You can go to prison for like sex on the beach. Like I feel like I could do that.
Probably.
Yeah.
Voyeurism.
yeah, I could probably do that and like accidentally get caught and be like, sorry. But that's not crazy,
isn't it?
Not
sex on the beach.
No, really.
She freakily. Hey, sorry, I'm vanilla. Sex on the beach. Sex on what bloody beach? If it's like
imagine you've gone on holiday, like you're just a
with
bit
everybody
tipsy.
there, or was just you?
No, it's just
but
me.
in what world is the beach completely empty?
No, but it's like nighttime. Maybe. Also, skinny dipping is also illegal.
Oh,
okay. I feel like you could do that. Like if you got to a place where like. I don't want to say like recess, but like
it's really
but like recess.
Yeah, I've definitely could skinny dip.
I feel like you could get arrested for skinny dipping, and you'd be coming out of the water, and I'll just like excuse me, and you'd be like,
I'll be so pissed off if I go to jail for that. I can imagine skinny dipping. I don't get that. Once I'm fit, I can do skinny dipping.
What do I think it would be?
Go.
It depends on the travel. If we're going somewhere, let's say we're going to on holiday.
Yeah,
I think yours would be being drunk on the aircraft.
Ooh.
Do you get arrested for that?
Yes, and you get flight ban.
Guys, but when have I ever drunk on the plane?
Well, I said if we're going somewhere, like I don't know, flipping Houston,
and then you'll be like, guys.
I think
guys,
yes.
I think yours would be that.
Wait,
I feel like
I
it would be a drunken.
I'm actually not an alcoholic.
No. But I feel like it would be something drunken.
Just in case you guys are getting incorrect ideas about me. Just take it easy.
It's the grey area after all.
But but that's what I'm saying. Sometimes I be taking it far, but not too much.
Not too much.
But yeah, I hear that. I could hear that. I could imagine. I could imagine a skinny dip, and I could imagine.
I don't think it would be skinny dip. I think it would be something like.
No, she said.
No, I said that's for. I feel like I could feel like
for me.
But that's like
that's public nudity.
Yeah,
that's what it is. It's not happy sex. That's not what it's called. Let's not paint it with colourful names.
It's like public nudity. I'm trying to. I don't know. I'm not really.
I can't even think of anything.
A rebellious kind of gal.
Public nudity
because we're good girls.
No, literally.
Good girls.
No, I really want to think what mine could be.
I'm going for a list now, and I'm picking it.
Yeah.
That's all on the man.
Decent what? Asshole. No. Oh, maybe my wife. But not really. Like I can't imagine.
I said my ours would be arson.
Yeah. But why? What specifically?
Would be like damaging property.
Yes, that's what I was. No, I was gonna say
not speeding, but like maybe. Hey,
I was gonna say damaging
Something by
property,
accident,
but
like
I
you
was like,
said.
I feel like she would confess. But I feel like it's still a thing you can get arrested for, though, even if you do confess and say I'm guilty.
But why is Maiwa's arson?
I just feel like if you piss Maiwa off,
She's gonna burn
no,
you.
I just feel like she could actually like, what's it called? We are about to shut this
No,
down.
I feel like hers could be.
Sorry,
I was
Maiwa.
gonna say like something driving. I feel like she's a
Nah.
very safe driver, but I feel like
Nah.
if there
I
was
feel like that guy that she said that alleged ex.
Maybe road rage.
Should ask him-
Maybe
Yeah,
road rage.
like-
Road rage. Being arrested for road rage. I can imagine Maiwa.
or like there's a secret camera.
Stop.
What's it? Speed like. Not that she goes.
She doesn't speed. I don't think.
Pull up in the when she came to what's it called? What's it all allegedly? When she picked us up from that
Flipping train
flipping train
station.
station.
Anyway, but I don't think.
Yeah,
no, I
voyeurism
don't think
is-
she'd
is
be
actually the
voyeurism. Yeah,
Well,
that's what I said.
It's not public nudity. It's
Oh,
voyeurism.
voyeurism.
No, I can imagine.
1 ton of furious driving. That's what it's called.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can imagine it being a road rage incident. Yeah, I can't lie. That's my word. In my
I
opinion.
feel like if I was in America, I'd be a pimp. So that's probably why I'll be arrested.
Guys,
How did you get there?
take it back now.
joking.
Yeah,
Yo,
I'm actually
because
joking.
what
She's
happened
on
this time?
I'm
A
joking.
pimp. Do
Pimping
you know what
women.
pimp is?
like pimping women.
Just helping them out.
If they were using, to be honest, can you be arrested for having too many husbands? Like if they were.
Oh,
actually,
you can. That's actually illegal.
It's
In
called bigotry.
bigotry.
Bigotry. I think that's what
yeah,
it's
you
called.
could be.
Guys, if they
Like
were
marrying
actually
somebody.
good, useful men just about, like, I would definitely have too many husbands. I actually don't mind.
Bigotry or whatever it's called.
I'm down.
Yes.
Like 5 is alright.
Wait, guys, I need to think. I don't know. I feel like I'm like.
No.
Too
Voyeurism,
good.
I told you.
But voyeurism,
Yeah,
I can see that, like,
voyeurism,
especially
yes.
if you're feeling a bit like a bit
No,
tipsy,
trust me, it's giving
hey.
away.
So
Let's get crazy on the beach now. Goes crazy, goes stupid. But I don't think I'd do anything like to harm someone or like.
Yay or nay though? Voyeurism, yay or nay?
What?
Like, just in general.
I thought that's voyeurism is even with you watching somebody.
Yeah, but that's the point. Like
That's what I feel.
the reason why
You
people
get
get the
arrested.
thrill is because
Ew.
people possibly will be watching them. So that's the.
I thought it was like if you're watching someone, you're a voyeur.
No, I don't think. Maybe you are, but the question.
Let's just find out.
But I wouldn't watch like.
That's what I said, 'cause that's what I said. I don't know what.
I think you're just a creep if you watch them. But
Yeah.
I think the whole idea is that you
You
want
guys
people watching
watching
you,
you.
or you think that they might.
Oh, I don't get
Yeah,
a
it's
feel
watching
from
other
that.
people.
Oh, it's watching
the
other
practice
people.
of gaining. The practice of gaining sexual pleasure from watching others when they are naked or engaged in sexual activity.
No.
So technically, everybody's actually a voyeur. The people that watch porn.
Oh yeah, if you watch porn, yeah. Oh,
That's just what it is. Okay, so I don't know why it's illegal then.
But I'm
Yeah.
saying yay or nay. Is that too freaky?
What?
Never mind. This is what we're
Watching
doing.
people have sex.
No, you doing it like she says sex on the beach. Like
And watching
oh, I don't think that's that freaky.
yeah, deep.
I think public.
I just feel like
Knocking
it's
up.
like you
It's
just
a
got
lot
a
of
little
people do
bit. You just forget about other
Everybody
people,
else.
I think it might be tax evasion
Yeah. For me.
for me.
For her.
Oh, for you.
I can see
Yeah, yeah,
Is that
yeah.
that was the evasion of there's two. The one that's illegal.
Yes, because we learned. Yes, there's two different ones.
I should actually know this, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I actually see that.
Not saying I would do.
No, because first.
Okay. Well, that's as far as we're gonna go because it was supposed to be a whole discussion.
No, I'm trying to. Yeah, that's all I can think for is I can't think of anything for myself.
Is that
just-
the closest time you've ever come to trouble? Like into trouble?
Sometimes I take from my mum's purse, but like
She's on police trouble.
With the law, this girl says sometimes I take for my own first. With the law,
with the
my dear.
law- Oh, that time when we had a water fight on the bus, and then do you remember when the police
Lord.
came on the bus?
They were definitely just doing that for
And
show.
they were like,
They
we're
didn't
gonna
do
take
jack-
CCTV.
They did not do jack shit. There's no fucking CCTV on the bus. Sorry.
They're gonna take
There's
CCTV
there's no
and
CCTV
report
on
us.
the bus.
In our youth, all my days, in our youth, like
Yeah.
harming
Possibly,
people,
yeah.
like when we tried to.
I can
kidnap-
imagine Up getting arrested
we
for assault.
we
Oh,
would
yeah,
have
we
got.
actually planned to kidnap somebody.
someone. Like that's what I'm saying. In our youth, we
Can you actually hear?
Who did we plan to kidnap?
I don't remember such a thing happening.
Oh, we planned to kidnap somebody.
Guys, can you hear what these people just said? I don't remember.
to kidnap someone. I mean,
Bro,
we
yeah,
had
kidnap.
I don't think we did it.
we had the
Somebody
we had
followed
everything.
somebody. Anyway, I don't know if he can.
Yeah, we were stalking.
But. Anyway,
But, like-
was it all girls school?
Yes. Oh, we could have been arrested for stalking. I feel like
Like, we
when we
definitely could have. Let's just
when
be
we
real.
were in Wilmington.
Not me though. But
Like,
certain
actually,
individuals,
certain individuals
could have been arrested
Yeah.
for stalking.
stalking.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that's just the truth
yeah,
of the matter.
yeah.
This is not a jokey.
It's certain individuals, yeah.
Stalking,
and fake
assault,
identity.
kidnapping. Hey, what type of nonsense?
Assaults.
Kidnapping, assaults, and stalking.
Yeah.
These are the charges that against that could have been against the group.
That's the question. Are people that went to same-sex schools
I think
funnier
they're
than people that went to
I
same-sex
think
Yes,
so.
they are.
Is it multi-genre?
I feel so.
Man said multi-genre.
Multi-genre.
Mixed school.
A mixed school.
Yes, they are.
Multi-genre school.
I don't know if it's that's what I'm
Do
gonna
you
call
mean?
it. Because
Man said multi-genre. Yes, they literally are.
Yeah.
They are.
I
That's
feel
just
like
the
it
truth.
goes.
That's
I feel like it
that's
goes
for babies.
either way. I feel like you're either funny or you're weird.
Yeah, definitely,
Like,
definitely. Or maybe a bit of both.
A bit of both, but I feel like there's a
There's definitely
skew.
a difference. You are
There's a
more funny
difference.
because you
I
didn't
feel like
care
you're
about this
funny.
type of things.
Like
we
I
just focus
think
on
of the
ourselves.
humor that we have, man, and like when I meet people and like I say certain things, I'm not even I think I've said this before. It's not like I'm a comedian, but like I would say some stuff and they'll be like, "Oh, that's so funny." I was like,
don't
"Wait
know.
till you meet the rest of us because they're actually
Prime. In our prime time.
humorous in our prime time."
Prime time was crazy.
Because it's prime time.
Prime time was
But yeah, I don't know,
crazy.
guys. I don't know. Because I feel like, I don't know. Same-sex schools. I don't know.
It just
I don't know.
depends. I'm of the opinion it's just about whatever school's the best in the area.
And makes sense
Oh,
for
that's
the
true.
child.
Like,
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's
But I'm not gonna let my child go
my
to that.
point. I think it really just does
Yeah,
depend on the type of child you have. If they
true.
end up socializing fine or not, it really just depends. Like
Yeah.
it's a coin toss.
It
Like
can
your child
literally
could
go
end
either
up
way.
either really if we're talking about girls, all girls school, your child can end up really awkward around boys, let's say, or they can end up the opposite and just overly excited. So
Yeah.
I don't
No,
know which way it could go. It really just
And
depends.
I feel like it does also depend on the school itself as
Do you mean,
well.
like if it has a boys' school near it? Or
Yeah,
these
if it
type
has
of
a boys'
things?
school near it, like the sixth form, if it's integrated, the type of even just the school culture and vibe itself, I feel like that also plays a role in how your child is gonna be and assimilate to society. I feel like we were at our school at like probably the best time. Like I feel like a lot of teachers left after it kind of went a bit iffy after that, but I feel like we had a good year. Like we just had a good time. There was fights obviously
That's
and
why
like
I was abusing people. I'm not abusing, sorry. Assaulting
whoa,
people.
but it was funny. Like it was just a good, like I think really fondly back to my secondary school, which is why I say I feel like I'm projecting the idealistic view of what a same-sex school is, but that actually might not be the case for when
I'm
my
trying to
child is
properly
in school.
think of the real and the real
reality.
I think that if we're talking about when we were in school itself, I think it did make us a bit odd.
Oh, yeah.
it made us odd. Let's just be real. It made us odd. We're talking about stalking.
Yeah.
Stalking, kidnapping, and assault.
Like,
it made us odd, especially because we had a mixed sixth form.
Yeah,
and guy,
oh boy.
I can't even get into the realness of that.
What was that man?
It made insane.
There was a guy that
It made
had a
insane,
crush on.
insane, and we were even the tame ones.
Exactly. There were
in our
people that were
year
like,
that. Guys, you know when someone says, "What's it? CRB check?" This one is like CIA check.
Because
That's the investigation skills
that
people
we
in our
had.
year had in terms of the sixth formers. It was really bad.
There was
Like, really
even-
bad.
God.
my
That
friend.
guy was saying like, oh my god. That was just flipping mouthful to me.
My friend went to the sixth form, like our sixth form, when we went in sixth form, and he was like, the girls are flipping crazy.
No, because it was
like,
bad.
No, but do you remember in our sixth form when they would come into the sixth form area?
Open day, God.
It was crazy.
That was in sixth form.
No, it wasn't even an open day. They just came to see their teachers in the sixth form area when we were at Dartford Girls because they fancied.
Oh, I'm talking about us.
Yeah, I'm talking about when we were in
Yeah,
sixth
she was saying
form.
when you were in sixth form.
I don't remember.
I remember because I remember I was
That
sitting
time
down.
is
I was
actually
like, "Why are all these girls like?
Children
Why are
here?
these
Why are these
children
white
here?"
kids here?
Or they'd wait. So basically, these girls are crazy. They'd wait until the bell. I say these girls
As if you
anyways.
weren't worse, but anyway.
We did our own, but they would wait till the bell rings for like class to change, and they'd wait outside that door that we'd always leave to go to classes, so that they could chat with the guys that were in our year. And it was just like seeing it in reflection, like other people do it. I was like, you guys are so weird. Like, this is crazy.
It's very embarrassing. It's embarrassing to watch. It's embarrassing
Because
to
they
watch. It didn't
don't
feel
want
embarrassing
you.
when we were doing
Exactly.
it. But it's embarrassing to watch because it's just like
Like, can you imagine walking
Calm
down
down,
the
calm
corridor
down.
and you just see a girl standing down the end,
That is just crazy.
waiting for
very
you.
bizarre.
It was bizarre, but I still had a great time.
I think it's fun to see if they go to all girls school and you just make sure that they are socializing. With
Yeah,
the opposite sex, like you said,
extracurricular activities,
activities, things of that nature. You're good.
I think you're calm.
Fine.
Yeah,
and I don't believe that same-sex schools mean that you're going to be gay. I don't really
on my days, that was another thing. Yeah. In primary school, the guy came up to me and was like, "You're gonna be a lesbian now," and I was like,
"But that's just not how it works." Yes, there were gay people in our school, but then gay people are we're like that. Like, what are we talking about?
Nice.
Like, what are we even talking about?
Literally. There was, but like even then, it was like
it's not like we were in the majority.
Yeah,
they were in the minority
literally. Like, so it was even like, what are we talking about?
Sure.
But yeah, that was actually a big thing in primary school. They're like, yeah, really or like if the boys, especially for the boys, if they were going to a boys' school, it's like, oh, you're gonna be gay, like you're gonna want men and stuff like that. And I remember just thinking like, y'all are.
Some people are, I think, they're down low.
Maybe it's a projection thing, because.
Okay.
But yeah, okay. I would, if it was a good school for my child, I wouldn't be like, oh, I don't want to send my child there because it's same sex.
Actually, I lied.
If it was good.
I told a dirty stinking lie. I don't want my child to do that.
Oh, really?
Because I want them to enjoy. Actually, it's even me suggesting. Okay,
are you projecting as well?
No, because that's what I was saying. That's what I said.
I want them to have like, I don't know, like young love and things like that.
People had that though.
In school, like actually in school. I want you to enjoy the joys of just youth. Yeah,
but they had, because we had the boys' school so near.
No, I'm talking about in school. Which everyone wants us to move on.
That doesn't count. The boys' school doesn't count. But
yeah. But I'm talking about people in school because it's
no,
different.
I meant like in like obviously we weren't
passed around the group.
That part. There was limited stuff.
No, I'm not speaking. Maybe I'm not speaking for myself, but I mean like because the boys' school was so near, like. Anyways, the white girls got to have their young love time because they had a time.
I'm talking about actually in school though. It's different.
Oh no, can you imagine like holding hands down the corridor, like waiting for me after class?
That's what it was like.
In my locker.
That's what it was like before I left. Because I went to mixed school and then I went to all girls school. That's what it's like. Like eventually, by the time I left, everybody has started, dating each other and stuff like that. And just, I think it's just cute. So I don't just. I think it's actually good.
But I don't know, it depends on the schools around.
True. Yeah, but it does ultimately though. Okay, but I think my preference is mixed school actually.
First.
Yeah, so that's that. That's hot topics. Sorry guys, that was a little bit like
jagged.
Jagged is the word. We really couldn't think of what would be arrested for.
That bar.
Yeah, I know.
Because we're not.
We came up with
a good amount.
But definitely when we were younger.
When we were younger, it would have been.
Yeah, we're actually so guys.
We were toying the line
because we
were toying the line. If we went just a bit more, we could have been in actual trouble.
Do you know what I actually saw? I saw someone on TikTok. If I find a video, I'll put it there.
Yeah,
shout out to him. But it was basically he was like, what we used to eat during like school, like
yes, I saw
that.
It's
actually like crazy.
But I don't remember.
Yeah, no, because I was talking to.
You know, I used to buy a shortbread biscuit, the pack.
Yeah,
I'll finish that with hot chocolate from Goods. That's my breakfast.
It was that. No,
do you know one of them is like what 100 calories?
It was what
that's 1,000 calories.
It was sweets, but I saw this thing and it was just like, you know how everyone wants a sweet treat after dinner? It's because we've been set up that from school. Because when you have your main meal, you'll then have your sprinkle cake as dessert. So like
they didn't do that in my house before.
But it was always in primary school. Yeah,
your chicken was your dessert.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that was your
we're dessert family. Like
we were.
Meat was your dessert.
We always have pudding.
No.
Meat was if you landed that day, if you got a good piece of meat.
And
do you get what I'm saying?
No, we got one meat's house balls. Anyway, we were one.
Pause.
We were only allowed one piece of meat.
Oh really?
Yeah,
no, we were. It
was a real thing.
But sometimes, sometimes I'd be cheeky.
I was so jealous of you because I know you had multiple.
Yeah, but when I was like in secondary school,
yeah,
I was allowed to have like 2-3.
Crazy work.
It was when I was like 6, 7, 8. When my mom was like serving me food, and she would give me one meat. But if I asked mom, can I have another one? She would just give me that.
Oh, never. It's not allowed. You get one piece of meat.
Poutine.
That's like one piece of meat is so dead. You need like 3, maybe even 5. Even like beef, you need 5.
No, you need 3.
I feel like it depends. If it's like mixed,
3
sometimes my mum will put like shaki, pomo, beef, and then goat meat and then chicken. You need a mix of everything.
If it's drumsticks, then just 2 is okay. If it's beef, I need 3 pieces. If it's mixed, maybe like 5 different.
If it's mixed, I need like 3. Like I need one of every item.
3 is a good amount of
3 is fine. If it's drumstick, I think 2 is okay for me.
With drumstick, and then you put beef on the side.
I don't like pomo. I don't like shaki. I don't know because there's pauper pieces of meat. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's
I'll fight you.
No,
sorry. I shared what I shared.
No, shaki is
poor meat.
No, do you know what? I used to think that.
Man,
it's like eating the neck of chicken.
You know, when
it's like eating the neck of chicken. Who does that? There's nothing there.
You know when the
who does that?
My mother sometimes.
No, sometimes my mom tries to sneak it.
And I just there's nothing. It's just like
there's sadness.
Even when I think about it, makes me want to.
It's
vomit.
very sad.
But there's something about when the stew, like enters the shaki, like the.
There's something about it.
Man,
mine is not.
Are you stupid?
Well, they're chewing like a donkey for years and years.
Don't give me hard meat in your life. Don't ever in your life give me.
Oh, you're not hard meat.
Like my teeth.
What the hell? You're gonna have my gums.
I don't like hard meat either, but most people.
I like.
If you're gonna boil something,
hard meat is also poor man's meat to me anyway. Because why should I fight for
is
food?
No, you can even cut it with
Yes,
that's when you're
because
then it's just like pure fat. It's like pork
it's
belly.
sexy.
That's when
for
it's
me. It's actually the shaki and the stew. Because there's just something when it's just like
I don't know shaki. And
all
you know
the
what? The thing is with me,
flavors.
because I'm lazy as well, I'll try and bite it, and then if I don't bite it, I'll just swallow it.
and then you'll be
choking. Then I literally start choking. So at the end of the day, just keep that thing away from me.
No, but my life actually, like when it happened to me, my life actually flashed before my eyes because it was hit like the thing that was
the way
crazy.
it's like
it hadn't even gone fully down. It was like dangling in my throat, and I was like,
because it's not a drill.
Help me.
So yeah, that was a detour. Sorry.
Wait, what were we talking about when we got into the
question? This is the next segment.
Okay, go.
Actually, you're gonna introduce this one. Is dilemmas.
Okay. Unlock new segment.
Because new segment.
So we have dilemmas segment where we'd be talking. Hey, English.
Ooh.
Did we also say we were gonna do? No, my the arsehole is different. But basically, it's just gonna be dilemmas. So yeah. I don't know what more there is to say.
Yeah, it's a dilemma.
Yeah.
Now, nobody asked me this dilemma.
Okay.
But I believe
this
is a dilemma.
A dilemma. Okay.
And I believe people that do this
I'm
need
scared.
to be sexual. It's not scary.
Okay, go.
It's not scary. So, as you know, people in America are having their prom.
Yeah.
Oh,
like
I know exactly what you're going to talk about. Okay.
No, I know what she's saying. I know where you think I'm gonna go.
Okay,
but we could touch there.
Okay.
We could touch there.
Okay.
But what I'm actually gonna be talking about is the proposals.
This is what we're talking about.
Of course they're black.
Let's start the video again.
Wrap it up. What the hell is this shit?
I promise to make this nice special.
You know the quote that called me that I thought, what's it called? Americans don't get married, so this is their
marriage. It's doing the music. Americans, man. Because it's actually the song. I knew they thought they ate with this song choice.
Yeah.
Trophy. This is my joy, though.
But like, what is this?
This is my song.
No, because I know.
It makes sense that they're black. There's no other way there's no literal other way that they wouldn't be black. There's just no way they wouldn't be black. That's my.
We're gonna. Is that, the clip might have been. The clip would have been somewhere.
Yeah,
the clip.
It's just so on
The dilemma
track.
today
go
is Americans and their proms. That is the dilemma because that's the dilemma because I feel like there's a problem going around.
But what somebody said, and it's true, the parents that allowed them to do this
are crazy.
Like what type of what are we talking about? If my child came to me and said I have this stupid idea, I was like, wrap it up. We don't have all day. What on earth are you talking about?
Because guys, there was actually a whole proposal. Like that's a wedding. That's
what
a wedding.
exactly? It's the rings. It's the rings.
Are they not 16? Am I crazy?
They are 16.
Because bearing in mind, like that's
is it 7? Is it before they?
It depends. It depends on if it's high school.
I think surely it's high school.
Yeah.
If it's high school, then it's like 18.
No, because sometimes like not freshmen, but like sometimes younger ones, if they have a boyfriend in senior year, they get invited to their prom. So one, I just hope that they're both of age, and it wasn't she was younger and because that's crazy. But what's wrong with you? Like, you actually, like, you have to actually sit down and think, does this make sense? Okay. I'm going to buy a ring for my 18, 17-year-old boyfriend to promise that I'm going to do life with him because we're going to prom.
I promise her.
Anyway, sorry. We're moving swiftly on.
Some is Americans and their proms. First of all, they're stealing dresses from. Okay, let me say stealing. They're what's that word?
Appropriating.
No. Patronizing
Because
people from Nigeria.
Oh my god, I've been seeing that right at the tailors or something.
Yeah. That's when they're doing that, and then number 2.
Interesting. Wait, what's the tea of them patronize? Like
a lot of them are getting like dresses from Nigeria.
But they hate us though. Sorry.
Because we haven't seen the black British comments.
I've been seeing. Are we allowed to like? What's the word?
Yeah, do you?
Because I've been seeing. I looked at it very briefly because I don't have time for the stupidity. But this woman came and she was saying that she thinks that African creators are in the beauty space are taking away from African American creators.
Yes.
What are we
doing?
What are we talking about? Like, seriously, guys.
And then
it's only now that it's been called to be Nigerian. What are we even talking about?
And she was saying, no. The thing that baffled me, she was saying that like in the beauty space, it's only like black, like light skinned people in the beauty space, like in the YouTube beauty space. And then when people were naming like Patricia Bright, like Jenny, like those people that were just like, but they're
the light skinned people have gone.
But she was like, they're African, like they're not black. They basically try to segment the, like, do you not, like,
I don't like talking about
what?
That, makes me angry.
No, because I get
like, and there's nothing I can do that will make the sense
to educate.
So I'm just talking to myself, so I don't like talking about it.
But them patronize it, like, that's so funny to me because you actually insult us, but you know the work that we produce is good, so you can use it for that. Okay.
By the way,
because in what world do you know African creators that are being taken on these brand trips? Like, they're in the minority. What are we even talking about, bro? Like, what? Seriously, guys.
What are we talking about?
What are we talking about? I don't understand.
Question.
And even that's what I'm saying. It's only. I think that sometimes when you have social media and when you, how do I explain? Like, this is the newer generation, right? So, like, we're in the same generation, but those youngers, right? So now it's cool to go to Nigerian tailors. It's cool to do all these things, but you guys didn't suffer the way that we suffered.
And even for us, like, it wasn't even as bad as it was
for the people before.
Like, there's been movement slowly.
This is the reality now, but this is a new reality. This is not the way it's always been. So let's just take it down a notch a bit and come to earth. Come to earth.
Sorry, to go back to the prom situation in terms of like, I think firstly it's so dangerous for their parents to like allow that to be acceptable because what the hell? There's no reason why they should be sharing a hotel room. There's no reason why you should be proposing and doing any of that rubbish. Like, do you understand what a proposal is?
What do American people say? Like, you're acting too fast. You're acting too grown.
It's the same way when they're doing stupid. They're doing fake marriages so they can wear traditional wear because they don't understand the concept of a hall party. Like, what? Why must you go to the extreme? Instead of you to have a hall party, you're doing fake marriage. Instead of you to just go to prom, you're doing proposal. Be serious. Do you know what a marriage is that you want to fabricate it underneath the guise of prom?
I don't understand.
You went to a ring shop.
It's the bridesmaid and the groomsman. You see that with the bridesmaid and the groomsman?
Guys, I don't know why prom is such a big deal in America. Do you remember your prom as well?
Pardon?
Our prom was
rubbish.
It was actually nonsense.
Like, bearing in mind, like, we went to a predominantly white school. Like, the experience in general was just like...
Our prom was nonsense. Did we even do it mixed? No, we didn't.
No, we
went to the after party. But it was an all girls prom. Like, what were we even talking about?
The fact that they did that was actually really mean as well. I'm not gonna lie. They could have just done a mixed prom. Like, it made zero sense. But I feel like in America they love,
especially black people. The black people, they take it to
the next level. It's no, to be fair, I won't even say like it's just black people. I actually think it's American in general.
But
like,
I've also seen the black people really take it. Like,
I feel like outfit wise, and like the idea of it wise, they take it to like we're about to show up and show out. Like we're about to kill it. But in general, the American culture is very, because it's like beauty pageants, like prom. Like it is very about that. I do find it interesting, Because I just feel like, yeah, like you know how we were talking about like, what's the why? Because it's like, what's the why so important?
I think it's because that's actually
because it's
question.
America. They have it like they feel like it's
I know that comment was shady about like people don't get married, so this is the
very shady.
That was shady, but for certain demographics, that
might just be the truth. But it's important in general though. But why?
That's.
I have no
because for us it's like, oh, it's a party, like we get to spend time with each other, it's like a party celebration, all that kind of stuff. But even when we dress up, like even the things that we do that are a bit over the top is taken from like the American culture, but it's not even to their level. But our inspiration in that sense was from the American kind of like glam, Sweet 16, like prom, you want to go crazy, that kind of stuff. But I've never actually sat and thought, why do they do the most for this situation? Like at the end of the day, you're still going to school. Oh, there's a conversation about like how a lot of people don't go to school after that, so that is their biggest celebration.
That might make sense.
A lot of people don't go to uni, so this is
the end of like your education.
Yeah.
Right? So if you're not going to further education, then this will be
your biggest thing.
Yeah,
it would be a big hurrah
because they don't get a loan and stuff for you. Like in the way that our university system works, it's not the same. No, because Scotland you do it for free.
Shout out to Scotland.
But in that way, like you don't go. It's not automatic to go to university. It's actually more likely you'll just go to work. So true. This is their celebration of education finito. Like they're not doing anything after this. So that's probably why they make it such a big deal. And then if you make it to university, it's like, you're a real superstar.
Goes up so crazy.
Yeah, it's insane.
Wild. Because like it's actually so insane how much that they will actually just like, that's it, they've made it.
Yeah.
Once they finish uni, if you feel like, if you want to have like a successful career in America,
uni is huge.
Yeah,
but the thing is because of how expensive it is. Obviously, it then alienates out some people who can't actually afford to do it, which is why it then becomes a
status thing.
Yeah, status thing. Because you were able to pay a lot of them through sports and stuff like that. Scholarships,
so
they were able to.
They actually filtering out people basically.
Yeah.
They're actually
literally.
Anyways, everyone's gonna be able to go.
Institutional racism. That's what that is. But yeah, that's probably why it's so big and why they do the most. But that is inappropriate.
Yeah,
that is actually.
Let's just be real with ourselves. What the hell's going on? Why do you have a groomsman and a brideswoman? Like, what are we even talking about?
I was watching today. Okay.
Go on.
Basically, I don't know if you guys remember. Sorry. Oh yeah, you can listen in.
She said we're gonna cut you out. No, go.
But do you guys remember like when basically I was watching this podcast and it was basically like when pranks have gone wrong, and there was this you know when Kate Middleton was pregnant with her first child, I don't know his name, the first child, but there was a time that she wasn't feeling well, so she was in the hospital, and then obviously there's some people in Australia that were like, oh, let's prank call the hospital she's in and pretend like we're the queen, and with the queen basically, and basically see if we can get an update on how she's doing.
Shit, I think
and then they were like,
that.
they called the hospital and they were like, oh, and then the woman that they answered the call was like, oh, let me forward you to somebody I don't know about her, because let's just say she's like the receptionist, but she's like, let me forward you to the person that's actually working with Kate. So they forward her to her. The person actually gives information thinking that it's actually the queen, the royal family basically. They give that information. They publish it on their
tabloids,
radio. It's radio. Then it was a podcast. It was radio. They've published it on their radio thingy, and then basically it becomes like a big thing because it's like doctor patient confidentiality.
Yeah.
So the woman that ended up taking the call ends up killing herself because everyone started blaming her.
Damn.
Everyone started blaming her for what's the word?
The leak. What happened?
The leak basically, and she basically writes 3 suicide notes, and she's like, she calls the 2 people that were involved in the pack. I blame these 2 people. I want them to pay off my mortgage. Like,
maybe you're dead now.
But she wants them to finish paying her mortgage.
Yeah, the mortgage still have to be.
But like, that's another thing I was thinking is that like, have you ever done a prank that has gone like left? No. Sorry, my mind is actually.
I don't even know how we got.
Sorry, because I just sorry.
I don't know, but No, I think maybe a different question is which prank do you think is taking it too far? If you get what I mean, like which prank have you seen that's taking it too far?
Yeah,
because there was a time in YouTube where there was an insurgence.
Yeah,
of
there
those
was
type of
even what's it
couple
called, the
pranks,
cinnamon stuff
resident.
where people would like die because you know the cinnamon thing, and you take like as like you can choke and like die. Or there was this it was like a hold your like there was a hold your breath challenge as well. Like people died, like kids actually died, not a lot, but like a couple died because the challenge was.
Sorry. That's
even like the TV show like Punk'd. I feel like that created like an uprising of like pranks gone wrong. Like there was one.
Do you think like the cheating prank is that deep? Like, do you think it's grounds to break?
Like the setup for someone to cheat.
Yeah. Do you think it's actually that deep?
I just don't think it's funny. That's.
Like, if your boyfriend did that to you, would you be calm? Would you laugh? It
depends on the person you give me to. I'm on camera.
Be on a grey area.
Cause go.
It depends on the stock that
you're cheating with.
That you bring for me to cheat.
Because no, I'm saying your boyfriend's pretending that he cheated on you.
Oh, you're pretending. I thought you were talking about like if
you pretended
to trying to like you know when they
frame you.
Test,
I love those. What would you do? They're hilarious.
That's what I thought you were talking about.
No. I'm talking about if your boyfriend was pretending to cheat with somebody, would you find it funny?
It's not funny.
It's like, yeah, that's.
Do you think it's grounds for a breakup, or it's just like ha ha ha?
It's grounds for you to be in an asylum.
Wait,
it's grounds for you to be in an asylum.
Because that was a big thing. Do you remember? Like the cheating thing,
or like the girl would walk into the bedroom and then the guy would be pretending to, well, not pretending, but laying in the bed, but pretending to.
It's grounds for you to go to.
But that's crazy. I think it's so I just think it's disrespectful. Like, can we not joke anymore?
Asylum.
Because what is this joke?
Asylum. You need to be.
But what if the views of that video buys you a new house?
I want the house.
But not you.
Not you. Yeah, not you.
Just the house.
Would you ever test your boyfriend? Back to that other thing we're talking about.
Would I ever? Nah.
Guys, let me tell you what the one that I watched. Yeah. There was I went down a rabbit hole.
Funny.
Crazy. There was two that stood out to me. I was like, oh my god,
Jackie.
One, the girl tested. I don't know if it's controversial, but this girl tested. So basically, her and her boyfriend had been celibate. No, she was celibate herself. Obviously, they started going out and they were celibate together. So they had been celibate for 2 years. But he started acting a bit like hypersexual. So she was wondering, is he having sex outside of the relationship? Is he cheating on me? Or is he
just like...
Or is he just horny, basically? Yeah. So cool. So she called the people to set up the prank, right? So from the beginning, things were already amiss. Because they tried to... What they did is they booked he booked an Airbnb and she was meant to come and meet him. Yeah. They trailed him to see... He was meant to be on his way to the Airbnb. This guy was in the car with like an old white man. So already alarm bells were cool. So they pull up to the house now. She calls him like, oh, you know, I'm on my way. Like, are you by yourself?
Yeah.
He's saying, yeah, no, I'm by myself. They can see him, right?
Yeah.
There's another man entering the house, right? They're thinking, who's this man? Somebody said, oh, is that that might be his friend, or is it like his partner? They said... I remember the girlfriend looked at him like, you don't shut up. So they come into the house now. This guy is laid underneath the bed with another man. I'm being serious. I'm being so serious. He's laid under the bed with another man. Now they're both scrambling like the guy gets up now and the guy that he was with probably started going off. He's like, no, he's fighting. And the other guy's basically she said, what
the fuck are you doing?
What the fuck?
What the fuck the F you is going on?
Like, no. She's like, hey, wrap it up.
Because wrap it up. You know when it's like the cameras, cut it.
Wrap it up, say that, wrap it up. And then they start shouting, start fighting, but she's basically ultimately like, obviously we're breaking up. You're mad out of your mind. You could have just told me if this is what
you wanted to do.
And then obviously they break up.
Yeah.
What would you do? I feel like I collapse.
I know. You know when it's like resuscitate me.
Because I would actually collapse from shock.
Guys, I you see how I can't even I would literally be like I think I would actually just close the door. Like, you know when you walk in, like I just
oh my god, who did I watch that said that he was my god, I'm trying to remember. He was it Harry Pinero?
No, it was Tom Ritchie.
Yeah,
when the guy was doing backflips.
Yes,
when the guy was doing.
He had sex with this lady, and then he woke up and she was doing backflips
in the night.
And then he just closed his eyes and he went back to bed. If I open the door and I see you laid up with another man, I'm gonna close the door and I'm gonna go home. Surely my eyes are just.
I'm just gonna start packing your load because.
She said, "What? Sorry, we're moving swiftly on." She was like to him, "You could have just told me
that you were bi or like you were
whatever.
You were exploring sexually." But the fact that I've discovered it and you've lied to me. No, you know what's even more insulting? We're meant to be celibate. So the fact that you're even doing what we're not meant to be doing outside of this relationship, you've lied about your sexuality. You're no longer celibate. You're sneaking around.
Also cheating on me.
And you're cheating on me.
There's multiple offences.
Kill me.
What?
There's
Kill me.
There's actually multiple offences.
Kill me.
He was still trying to beg though. He said, no. Like, no. She said, and it's not going to be that. There's not going to be a conversation. There's not going to be a conversation. And then and then she left. Because what type of stupid, dumb, foolish, nonsense, rubbish, idiot, mountain
is that?
Guys.
Aibo. No, because
that was a real headbanger.
Because there was even, I was watching Catfish, like a clip from Catfish, yeah, and it was this woman had catfished a woman for 20 years. I don't even know how.
Bobby. What's the one that we watched? Sweet Smells Bobby or whatever, the Asian babe. That was Bobby.
Yeah.
Do you remember Bobby?
To me, you're the one that told us to watch it.
We watched it at your house.
We watched it at your house
for like 20 years.
Bobby.
What was he, like Kenyan or
yes.
By her cousin.
Yes. I'm not sure. I don't remember. They were Asian. Yeah. But I'm saying this given that. Remember, she was catfish for like 20 years. After a while, to be honest, you're dumb.
Yeah,
let's just be honest. You're dumb. It's the same thing as Sweet Home Bobby or whatever the hell.
No, so the woman had been catfishing her for 20 years. So then they go up to Nev and the catfish gang. They find her, and they're like, "Oh, like why did you catfish her, whatever and stuff like that." And then she's just like, when I'm Davine, I don't like men. I don't like women. I like men. But when I'm Dave, I'm like, literally, it was. I'm gonna get the clip. I felt like a spirit. I don't know what. It was scary. She did like, when I'm Dave, yeah, I like women. Like, and then she's like, but Davine doesn't dress like this.
Yes, actually.
That one's giving like psychosis.
And then
sorry, so she was a woman and she was catfished. Were they gay or what?
No, so she has two split personalities, and she was catfishing as a man.
Okay.
She was
playing in
that
both, because she was saying, when I'm Dave, like I'm not playing a role. And then you just see it go to Neville, just like she was just like explaining it, and he was just like, okay, I get it. And he's just looking around like he's saying it was given get somebody here right now. But the woman that was catfishing, basically she was like, yeah, like she was enamored. Yeah, it was like she was
even feeding him
still. Bro, like her reaction wasn't like, what the hell. It was like, and then Nev was like, do you want to have a relationship with her? And she was like, Dave does. Dave loves her, whatever. Like, she's the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. And I was just like...
And what did the woman say?
Like, oh...
It's been 20 years at this point. You might as well just get together if that's what you want.
At this point. But it's just stuff like that, like catfishing, like those TV shows, like catfishing, finding out your... Like, all those stuff, I just always... It's crazy.
That's somebody's life.
How much could they pay you to go on a show like that?
I don't mind. What's it in the one that I spoke about? They have a decoy because they didn't even get to decoy point, because what's meant to happen is there's meant to be an actress that's meant to tempt the person, but because of the way it's set up, they didn't even get to the point to tempt. They even explained the decoy before, like, okay, these are the boundaries of what you can do and what you can't do, what do you want to do, what do you feel comfortable doing, they didn't even get to that point before they already found out he was gay or bi or whatever. But you don't have to pay me that much. I'll do it. That's so fun.
No, you have to pay me.
That would be so
no, but also
fun.
Like, well, God forbid your partner does anything mad, but it's like also putting your relationship out there.
Oh, true, yeah. Because a lot of people have flopped. Like 2 other people that I watched, it also failed as well. Yep.
Maybe even 5,000.
I don't mind. Cool, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I think it'd be so fun. I mean, sorry, that's somebody's life, but still, it'll still be fun.
Because I even like think of like, like reality TV shows and stuff like that. I'm like, how much would it get get me to go on a show.
It depends what type of show it is.
Like for example, Married at First Sight. Like I just would never like personally. I would like it. It can never. Oh, sorry, that sounds so rude. But I just don't ever want to get to that point where I'm gonna marry someone within like that's just not who I am. And
what's the timeline?
It's like 2 months, but like from meeting them to the altar and saying yes, it's literally 2 months, and I just feel like no.
Sure. Would you go on Love Is Blind?
Nah. Because love is not blind. My love is not blind.
No, sorry, it's Love Is Blind. That's what I was talking about. Love Is Blind is 2 months. Yeah.
Maybe somebody else's love is blind.
Yeah, but it's not
my
blind.
Love is not blind.
It's not.
If it was blind, would
and I feel like it's a lie.
Love is not blind. Love is not blind. It's fake anyway. Actually, maybe to some, there are people that have...
No, I feel like... No. Love itself is not blind. Like, be serious. Come on. You're attracted to someone that you want to be with. But I feel like love makes you put things amiss that you won't necessarily do for certain people. And I don't necessarily mean it in looks. I mean it more in, like, actions and, like, what they might do. But I don't think the idea that you can just love someone without seeing them.
I mean,
obviously,
catfish happened as well. Like, okay, no.
Oh, I was even gonna say for people that are blind or like can't see, that's a different experience. But in terms of like, if you've grown up your whole your life seeing, and you still appreciate, I don't know, like people like that's what you look for in terms of your tick boxes of being in a relationship. Then love cannot be blind, personally.
So then, why did it work for some people then?
Because they found
happened that they also found them attractive.
They end up with attractive.
But to be honest, I think
every single time
is rigged.
For example,
it's rigged because they
find each other attractive.
But then that's what I'm saying. Love Is Blind is rigged because they technically a lot of the people are attractive.
That's
even
the
if like,
yes.
I might look at one of them and say, okay, they're not attractive, but most of them are just they're not.
If they're not attractive, it's just for itself.
Exactly.
So the whole thing is fake.
So the whole thing
is
just a facade.
The whole thing is fake
because love isn't actually blind.
Because then there would be all types of different people, but they're all attractive.
Because it's not.
But it's not.
No, it's not blind.
I'm not saying
it's blind, but for women, I just don't think that looks are that important from my.
I feel like it weighs way less than how men like.
No,
not even that. Like I feel like women do find looks important. I just feel like society has allowed for men to only be able to solely focus on women's looks, and that to be at such a high pedestal. I feel like women aren't afforded. Like if a woman's like, I want a man who has abs and this, all the men will come and say, oh, why can't you be grateful with this, or why can't you blah, blah, blah. But like men's types typically is they want a slim, like good looking woman, and if you don't fit that category, you're out. But it's like, yeah. And I find it so funny when men like comment on stuff with women being like their type is X, Y, Z, because 9 times out of 10, like women standards aren't that crazy.
They're not high.
If we really want to compare,
they're not high. Sorry,
in terms
of outward appearance, anyway. Sorry,
they're usually quite.
Just not. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's just the truth.
No, literally.
It's the truth. We place importance in other stuff. Like your character.
Like the money.
Is it money? All the money. All the money. Like, that's what makes us feel better. Like, that will make you feel more secure than someone being good looking. But, anyway.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But I just feel like it's a different currency per se.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
For a man is money. For a woman is looks.
Yeah.
No,
for a man. You mean the other way?
For a man is... For a man,
you said
for a man, they need to have money.
Oh, you're speaking of it from the person.
A man needs to have money. For a woman, they need to have good looks.
Yeah.
And that's why I was thinking about it, and I really agree with it. That's why that whole, what do you call it? What's this thing called? What do you bring to the table thing is bullshit. I think it's rubbish. It's rubbish because it's the truth that I didn't realize it until I really started to think about it. 9 times out of 10, let's say you want to date that guy with money and stuff. You being good looking is the table.
Yeah.
Because they're going to call you around, and that will increase their status among men. So what are we even talking about? What are we talking about?
No, I think it's mainly some people that are like I think it depends though, because some girls, they just like rely on their looks.
Yeah, you can get by it. Why not?
Yeah, you can get by, but
what else do you need to bring? Well, no, okay, yeah, of course, a bit more. It depends.
You yourself, good looking people that have no attitude.
No, but that's...
Will you bring them to your table?
No, but that's... I'm saying it depends. It really does depend. I'm talking... Okay, yeah, of course, this is not a blanket statement, but it depends. It really does depend, I think, anyway. It depends what you're marrying for. It depends what you... Do you get what I'm trying to say?
In terms of...
Like... Actually, I don't know anymore myself. What I'm saying. No, I'm trying to think. Do I have a formulated idea as to what I'm actually saying? I just think that if it's that you're with a guy that is really successful and has a lot of money, and all you're meant to be there to do is to be a trophy wife or look good, what more do we have to talk about?
Of course,
That's what I'm saying. In that context,
in that context,
But if we're talking about an actual relationship, then of course,
it's not even in real life. But I mean, like
because the probability of that is like 0.00, like
0.
It depends what circles you're in.
Oh, yes, and for you to even be in the circles, the probability of that is 0.001. Maybe 10. I don't know.
Yeah, of course, I'm stretching it, but I'm just saying in general that like. At the same time, the table, but like being with me is going to increase your social status. Hey, I'm not talking about me. Give me a year. But I'm saying, just to get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like.
No offense.
You benefit. Listen to Upgrade You by Beyonce. That's a good.
Because let me upgrade you.
That's a good.
Honey,
just make sure that you're upgradable. Like you're.
Upgrade.
Yeah, make sure that you're
upgradable.
Make sure you're upgradable.
Some people
that you can upgrade somebody, Sha.
Yeah. No, actually, hear it. I'm trying to think. How did even? Because I swear we were talking about.
We were talking
about the American prom. I feel like that's how we led into. Into catfishing and all of that kind of stuff. I'm trying to think what else was I watching. Oh, and it was remind me going back to the prom thing. It was remind me of Forever. Have you watched?
I'm not gonna watch it.
Oh, you're not going to watch it. The part where
she had this. Someone they spoiled it a little bit for me. That's not why I'm watching. I just thought.
Okay.
I started watching the first episode and it was just cringy. But something about she has a sex tape out.
Yes, but not even about that. It's the fact that her mum like went in not debt, but literally like loaned for not for the private school, for the prom dress. Like she was pinching and scraping.
I think a lot of people,
but a lot of people actually did that because I saw some comments like, not gonna lie, because basically the child was going to prom with the guy that like did her dirty whatever instead of going with the person who made sense. And people in the comments were like, and then she was basically saying in the film or in the series, oh, it's because my mum spent so much money on the dress, like I don't want to disappoint her. But in my head I was thinking, before your mother went to go and buy the dress, why didn't you just tell her not to buy it and I don't want XYZ? No, but she could have just still gone to prom with her.
It's prom.
But I just think it's mad that her mum would even like go into debt or like get a loan or like scrimp all the money together that can go to something else so that they can go to prom. Anyway, we've concluded why.
That's what we're talking about. I just can't remember what it was.
No, we're talking about the high school. Like high school is their final education.
I think that's the conclusion. It's because high school is their
final education, which leads to the actually. Let me not insult.
Do you have another topic?
I think I'm done.
Okay, because I want to add something here.
Go.
Oh, yeah, because sorry, I was thinking about Beyonce, then I was thinking about Jay-Z, and then I was thinking about...
Oh, you're thinking about the table?
No, not the table. I was thinking about how, basically, there's been a lot of think pieces right now on TikTok about the nose jobs and stuff, because basically, I saw someone say something about, like, you guys need to actually use common sense about distancing yourself from European beauty standards, in the sense that if somebody is attractive, then they're attractive... whatever their features are, if they're more African, you know what I'm trying to say. Get the gist. Sorry, I need to work on what's the word, extending my thoughts. But if they have more African features or non-European features, they can still be attractive. And so, sorry, I saw someone try to sneak in that Jay-Z is attractive. Is no, like
no, not gonna lie. Past it,
I can't lie.
When he was in his youth,
there's nothing.
Personally,
it's not his nose that takes away from his attractiveness. He's just not attractive to me anyway, Sha.
But I feel like people were saying he was like hideous, and he's
he
was actually like kind of cute, and it was his aura. Like there's some clips or videos of him talking and stuff, and I was like,
maybe there's some truth to what they're saying, because is it his features being a lot broader that makes him unattractive? Because
probably
that is an African beauty standard.
Like he wasn't bad.
What happened?
Age, my dear.
Anyway, put that side.
Because age.
But then maybe there is words to what they're saying.
Some people have like when they're in that youth, there's a charm about them.
That's what I'm saying. It's there was a video of him. I was like, yo,
a charm when they're in youth. But like when like
they get older,
their stuff. I say stuff. Sorry, I was gonna say this. Pause. When their features harden, it gets a little bit like, I don't know, techie. Because there's like the youth also adds like beauty
to
but when
it.
it's
Yeah.
like, oh,
you're aging.
like your actual features, then it's like I think that's what's happened with him.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
Shout out to Jay-Z.
let's not focus too much on him as a case study.
Okay. For
Afrocentric features.
I think so.
Maybe there's some truth to it.
Because I feel like big nose have never
Is
been.
that woman? Anya, are you okay? Is it that she to go and destroy her nose?
Literally went. No,
This
you know
woman
she made a
fucking
TikTok
don't
clip.
know.
No, she went a TikTok clip and she said it's not he, it's he. Like
I like her though. I actually like
that
her.
Yeah, because
was
what-
too
You can only
funny.
laugh. What else
You
can
can
you do
only
other than
laugh.
What
But
can
she
you
said
do?
that they said that the it's
There'll be
healing.
revisions.
No, but
Is that it's healing?
guys,
Like the tip will come
I've seen nose jobs like when they heal, and I just think it's a bit
She's
far gone.
finished. I don't know.
It's
What
a
You know,
bit
some
far
people
gone.
like Janae from Love Island. I feel like her nose suits her,
yeah, her nose is calm.
but I don't personally like it.
But
I
it
think
suits her.
It looks tea
But
on
there's
her.
a difference of a nose suiting you and
So
this
you
just
just
looking
going to get any good on
outlandish.
Gorilla.
Because it's not. I don't.
I don't get it. Who
I
said
don't.
anything about her nose anyway? Was there a thing
Everybody
about
did. Oh, sorry.
her nose is perfectly fine.
I feel like I don't know. I just feel like she's a woman. She just wants to be.
It was the same. No, it's the same thing we're talking about. It's like when you're looking at yourself over
So
and over and over
much.
again, you just start to see flaws that actually do
I just
not
know
exist.
I just feel like she just wants to be more like feminine.
Nah. I feel like there's other ways to look more feminine than to do that.
The way she's even like dressing and
But
stuff.
that
it's all
makes
changing.
more sense
Janae's
than
nose is
getting the
calm.
nose job.
Who?
Like dress,
She
like
wants, that's what I'm
acting
saying, she
more.
wants to be more. To me, anyway, she wants
Like,
to
be
be more
seen
attractive
in the eyes
rather
of
than just
the
because a
public.
nigga. If you get like a nigga,
Yeah.
I feel like she wants to be
But
seen
I
more
just,
attractive.
anyways, I'm
That's the
saying
only
it
reason I
to
think
me.
you'll fix your face.
I don't think that added
Surely, or
any
she doesn't like
element
it, I don't know.
of more
But
attractiveness.
who was it? I don't know.
I get the dressing more feminine, like being wanting to be more feminine or whatever and stuff like that.
Things
But
of that nature.
the nose was just, I just feel like it's just a why, and I think it just stems like when we look at people in social media, not that I'm saying they're my idols or stuff like that, but like when people watch that and it's just like, so you that people looked up to and thought were cool and thought this, even you yourself, you didn't like yourself. How am I meant to? Because I have that. Like as a person, you should have your own like self-worth.
But there are
people that are
But people are
impressionable
impressionable and like younger, like
And they might have
younger than
similar
us.
features to you.
Similar features. Like imagine people, like obviously it happens all the time. People insult like big noses or Afrocentric noses. Like that's a very common
thing to
insult. So it's like, I don't know. It's
So
like
when you
even
go and
with all the
change
money
it,
in the world, like
You're still not
you're
happy.
No,
you
but it's
still-
like what I'm gonna leave this girl's name, but it's like what is doing, for example. Like it's I just feel like yeah, like you have a lot of power, not power, but like you have a lot of influence. A lot of these people have a lot of influence, but you have to forget that they're living their lives for
No.
themselves.
I
But
I
that's what I'm saying,
agree.
they're living their lives for themselves, but they also need to remember. But they've
remember.
convinced themselves that I don't care what anyone else.
Yeah.
Because I'm living my life for myself. But they forget that they have a lot of influence. And when people are I don't want to say attacking, but when people are trying to like say what the hell's going on, it's because of like the people that they have influence over. Do you get what I'm saying?
No, I hear it.
They're coming from a point of like, oh, you have a lot of influence. Be careful what you're saying and what
It's
you're
just
doing.
how you're, like,
But
talking
for them,
about
they're
it.
like, I don't care what they're all haters. I
Yeah.
don't care what like they're saying. They don't understand what it's like to be me. I just
Yeah.
want to do what I want to do so I can look like the baddest bee on the block.
Yeah. I just feel like it's not even to put pressure on you, like you must be the influencer of the masses and stuff like that. But my thing is that annoys me when influencers don't say anything and they just act like
Oblivious.
Yeah,
That's
that
very dark. Because that's
draws
just
me.
nonsense. That's
Like,
just nonsense.
don't
at least
be
say
silly.
at least acknowledge that you have some sort of influence.
Like, there's this
and then also
YouTuber-
and at the same simultaneously stand on your own business. You can do the same.
Exactly. There's this
You can do the two at the same time.
There's this white YouTuber, her name's she got lip people just dumb me. She got like lip
I've seen a
flip.
lot of people.
She got a boob job. She got like stuff done, whatever. Like, by the way, no one is hating on you to
was
be
something
the.
she lied about. Was there
She
something
lied
or
about the lip filler. So people be like, not gonna lie, your lips have just gotten bigger. Like, what have you done? Da, da, da. She said, oh no, I've done nothing. Like, I just line my lips. Da, da, da. She then like, years later went to go and say, oh, I actually got a lip flip. It's not, but she was saying, everyone kept saying I got lip filler, but I didn't get lip filler. I got a lip flip. Cool. Her boob, this is the insult to India. She got a boob job, whatever. And then she was just like, I don't know why, I just feel like my boobs have been getting bigger. Guys.
At what point do we say insanity?
Guys, I just said, Like, and the thing is, yeah, no one is shaming you from doing it. Like, no one is insulting you from doing what you want to do. Like, it's actually your body, do what you want to do. But the insult is actually lying within reason. But it's like, someone has asked you a question. You've been so open. You've been so open from morning till night. The Kardashians.
Those people are my number one enemy, by the way. That's another story. Okay.
But it's just like, you've been so... they're wild.
They really... they make me so angry.
But some of the stuff, like for Kylie Jenner stuff, I actually... When the whole lip filler thing was happening, I felt bad because I feel like she was too young to want to even get that done, and I feel like it was her elder sibling's responsibility to educate her on like how is the right way.
She has a mother.
No, older siblings, but also her mum. But I feel like they were old enough to be like,
They were.
Yo.
Do you think?
But I just feel like they allowed her like to face such vitriol, is that the word, in terms of just insults, because she obviously got lip filler done. She's probably scared, she didn't want to talk about it because now people are going to think I'm fake and all that kind of stuff. And I just felt like in the public eye, her family should have done more. I feel like they just let her lie with the lip kit thing and fend for herself. And then...
Yeah, but that's just her family in general. Did they know Kim had a famous sex tape? They used that to catapult her career. It doesn't make any sense.
It's just like, what the hell?
Her family is just a bit odd.
Like that, like imagine your child...
Imagine your child gets a sex tape leaked and you say...
No, they planned this.
Yeah, they planned it. It wasn't even...
You plan your child's sex tape leak. Can you hear?
That's crazy.
Does that sound normal to you?
Apparently they're witches.
Oh yeah, that's another thing that's been going around, allegedly. But we're not gonna go there. Yeah, we're not gonna go there.
But
anyway, yeah, it's just I was just saying, it's just the lying, like, and the thing is like, oh, like you guys, like obviously there's privacy, like there's things you keep to yourself and stuff like that. I just don't understand why lie. Like you're come saying my boobs have got bigger. You've come to openly open your mouth and say I've never done anything to my lips. Like it's really not, why?
It's not the right thing to do.
Especially when it's so obvious. Like now you just look stupid.
That is crazy, by the way.
And it just doesn't.
Isn't it good?
It doesn't integrity. Because integrity. Where is it?
It's just odd. It wasn't her whole thing. She used to do very not innocent things, but it was very family.
Yeah, like family friendly and stuff. And obviously, you grow up, you get older, you want to look like the baddest beat on the block. Like, you grow up, right? And you want to live life. But I just feel like, just be honest. And even if you're not ready to talk about it, then don't lie. That's you might not be ready to talk about it, but you actually don't need to lie. You don't need to.
Why are you trying to gaslight your fans?
People have asked you questions. You just don't include them in the question Q&A.
Gaslighting your fans?
You just don't include.
She purposely selected
clips.
You purposely selected the questions so you can come and lie.
Just don't include them. What?
Like I said,
I just give an insanity.
A lot of people that are supposed to be in an asylum, they're not in an asylum.
I have to agree.
A lot of people, that's what I'm saying. Majority of the people that are in the asylum are the safe ones. We are the ones that are in danger.
But the thing is, you know, when we talk about celebrities and stuff like that, they could never and stuff like that. The same way normal people could is the same way that they could. In terms of normal people are crazy. What makes you think that celebrities are not? You to your point, you mean like some people should be
you went to select the questions and come and say oh yeah, my boobs, I don't know, like
it was in a video. It was like just a video. She's like, guys, like recently my boobs have just been big. I was just like, you're crazy.
If you don't think that's a mental issue, I don't know what is a mental
issue. That's
a mental issue.
What type of lie is that?
There's no point, like
that's crazy.
And to pick Q&A questions about getting stuff done and then to lie. Why?
I don't know.
Because you could actually just not answer the question. Like you just could have not included it.
Wow, so people really.
It's just so.
People really lie. Daddy lies. People really
Daddy lies. Daddy lies. What are you gonna say?
Really
Why are you smirking like that?
Sorry. People really lie.
Nothing.
What's on your mind?
I can't say. Sorry, there's only so much a grey area is grey.
Oh, okay, first. Because grey area.
I think, people really lie though. But please, if you've done alterations, Just tell the truth.
I just think there's no
if
shame.
you don't want to
It's
say,
sometimes-
you don't need to answer, but you don't go and don't. Like,
You
don't
can
take
actually
people
just
for
be like,
idiots.
not
There's
gonna
no need
lie,
to do that.
it's not any of
That's
your
why I make
business.
videos on TikTok that I like. This is what I've done.
Yes,
I actually sit down and I watch.
watch it because
Just
you
be
look
honest.
good. I want to know.
Just be honest, man. It takes nothing to be honest. Or if you want to just pause and say, okay, I'm not ready to speak about this yet, then just say that. You don't need to lie and make people feel like they're crazy. That's not the right thing to do. That's just definitely not the right thing to do.
Like it just
You
makes
could be prosecuted
for that.
From one
Because
dilemma to another.
No, literally, we've actually jumped
Guys,
from
we've jumped to 10 topics.
dilemma
There was
to
no
dilemma to
cohesion,
dilemma.
but
But
I'm
it's
sorry,
just
I'll
good
welcome that cohesion.
conversation.
It's just
Nobody's
conversation.
calm like, what's
Yeah.
wrong, man?
It's what I
Everything
feel.
always needs to be structured. It's a grey area.
Yeah, go area.
Yeah, grey area.
Hashtag
That's
grey
a grey area.
But yeah, man.
Is there anything that you would never get done, like plastic surgery wise?
I've already told you,
I'm
if
not
I knew
getting
I
any-
would survive.
Oh yes.
If I knew I would survive.
What type of BBL? Like a
I'll get a big booty hill.
Okay, no, what?
I
Yeah,
don't
what
know.
type? Slim BBL, like
Lada.
she said Lado.
Just
I
like a
like
jump.
molasses.
That's
I like it. It's giving, hey, big mama. Me, I like it. It looks
Really?
cute to me. Yeah, I love it.
I
I love it.
I love it. I love it. No, first,
I
what
wish
about
it was
you?
good.
Ati?
Think.
Nothing.
No, nothing. No, I would never want to start because God knows what will happen after that.
No fairs.
However, in saying that though, sorry, I saw one woman say that when she had children, like I've seen a running trend that when they have children, like the child sucks their breast fat.
Oh no, I'm getting a boob lift.
So,
like that was never even a.
Alright, if no, I don't believe it will happen. Boob job, sure.
I
Anyway.
defo would get that. Like that's
Because
not
I don't know
even,
what that's all about. Because guys, it stole her breasts. It stole her breasts. That child stole her breasts. As in, it stole. Guys, if you see the before and I said, oh my god, no, quickly. Boob job. You don't even forget breast implant illness. I'll have to figure it out because.
No, I know I not that I need. No one needs, right? But I for sure want that. Like I want my titties to be sitting
pretty.
good. Like even now, like I don't think like I need one now, but even just like a little lip, like you know when it's just like because obviously where like my boobs are
There's
bigger,
gravity.
so sometimes it's like like to make them to sit.
Do you know what they do? They even have but this is taking it too far. They have like an inbuilt bar.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I feel like that's a little
It's
bit
taking it too far.
crazy.
But if you really want it sitting up to your
Sitting
chest.
up to my chest. No, I definitely want a lift just to like. Do you know what I mean?
I know what you're talking
Just because sometimes tying a bikini is like God. Now my neck is paining me because I have to like
There's a lot going
lift
on.
everything.
But we're waiting for Priscilla's brand.
Oh yeah, it's true. Shout out Princess brand.
Oh, I don't know what it's called. We'll put it in the description.
What's
bar
it?
below.
Twin swim.
Twin swim.
Yes.
Shout out to that Syncom.
We'll put the
We'll have the
socials in
solution
there.
to
No, because it'll
problems
be
that
the
she
solution.
put
I'll
the
give her
solutions
what's
in
actually. I don't know if I'm gonna. No, actually, I've worn bikinis online before, but I'll do a.
We'll do it
what's
when
it
we go on
called?
holiday.
Demo.
Yeah, when we go on
Let's
holiday.
do that.
No, not here. No.
Let's
Not.
public community. Let's do that when we go on
Anyway, sorry. We're moving swiftly on.
That's what I
public
meant.
community. We said should be arrested for that.
So here I am. I'm
Oh
being
my gosh.
open and honest.
But yeah, there's nothing. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode.
Yeah, it was very
It was
random.
Higgy Haga Higgy. Shout out to
because-
Mr. Jalore. But it was a lot. It was a lot going on.
Haga,
I
Haga,
can't lie.
Higgy.
What episode is this one? 9, 10, 9,
8.
You know this is more than we did.
We even
last.
no,
Yeah.
it's not.
No, we're about to get
We're
there.
about to get
We're
there.
about to get there.
Pathetic.
Last year,
Last year
we
we had
only
10.
just done 10.
10
We had
episodes.
10, so we're nearly
we
there.
just made 10, and I think like 4 was even visual. Anyway, anyway.
But yeah.
But yeah, bear with us, guys. We're working on
again on
ourselves.
the
Yeah,
flow.
We're
literally.
getting there. We're getting there. One day by one day. But
And hopefully everyone will be here.
everyone will be here.
Everyone
There's
has
no
to be
hopeful. We have to be.
We have to be here.
Yeah.
It's enough now. But
because it's enough.
but what's the word? Because I feel like the grey area is really the grey area when it's
It's
5
all
of
of
us.
us.
Yeah,
yeah.
no. Yeah, I agree. Like, I feel like when we record and stuff, it's just
Something's missing.
something's missing.
Something's missing. But shout out to Opa and Maiwa.
Yeah.
Maiwa, I hope you won. Like I said, we've inserted
Insert clip.
the clip of you running. But we hope you won. But yeah, what else is there? I think that's
everything.
that's it. Oh, follow.
Oh yeah, follow, like, subscribe, comment, interact. Yeah.
We've been loving
On
your
all-
interaction recently. I've been seeing some
Period.
comments underneath the
All
posts.
platforms, TGAPOD, TJ Pod, everywhere.
What the man's baby say? TJ Pod everywhere.
Erwa. Ew.
Because,
Erwa. Ew, that is not. Anyway, sorry. But yeah, I guess
I guess
that's
that's it.
it.
thank you guys so much for watching and listening.
Outro.
Yes, I was just waiting for you know.
I was just saying, thank you for listening and watching and listening.
We appreciate you.
Love you guys lots. It's been your girl Shay.
It's Atty.
And Benjamin, you know I was actually waiting for
everyone else.
Yeah.
It didn't clock.
It's just
But thank you guys.